Hello guys and welcome back. So now in this video we will be creating a script for our AI characters, and using that script the AI characters will walk between these waypoints. Okay, so let's start from the scripts. First of all, in the scripts folder, in the AI characters folder, then go ahead and create a new C# script by the name of character navigator script. Okay, then let's open this up. And on this script, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a header by the name of character info. We're gonna create a float by the name of moving speed, then another float which will be by the name of turning speed, then the next one will be a float by the name of stop speed. Then we will create a private float and this will be the character health. Actually, right now we are not dealing with any of the character health things, so we're gonna just leave this as it is for now, okay? And we're gonna create another header which will be by the name of destination variable. Right here, create a vector 3 by the name of destination, then create a bool by the name of destination reached, and then we will be needing a reference to the animator, and then the next one will be actually a private float. It will be by the name of waypoint timeout, and that should be 30 seconds, and then another float which will be current timeout. This will be 0, and actually let's make this one as public. Okay, now once you add all of these variables, save the script, get back right here, and from the game assets open up AI character, then open up the first character, drag and drop it right here. Let's first of all check the character height. As you can see, the character height is a little bit smaller than the player. So what we're gonna do with this is select the character, make it 1.2, 1.2 and 1.2, okay, to make the character as similar to the player, okay, as you can see. Then when you add the character, click on prefab, unpack completely. Let's name this as 1 because this will be our first AI character, and as you know we need to add the animator, so just drag and drop this animator right there. Okay, then as you can see this player can walk. This is the death animation. This is the another death animation. Okay, so you can add whatever you want. Now on this character we need to add a rigid body. Okay, and on the rigid body let's stop these constraints, and then let's add a capsule collider, and after this we're gonna add the script. So go inside scripts and let's drag and drop this script at the top. Okay, here it is. Now you can check the animator of this character. Okay, here it is. So we have the walking animation and the dying, And the parameters, we have the type parameter set to true when the player make a transition from walking to dying. Okay, so now on the script, let's make a walk method, okay, in which we will allow the player to walk between the waypoints. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna check if the transform.position is not equals to destination. Okay, then we're gonna say vector3 destination. Let's name this as destination direction. I'm gonna explain this code, but first let me complete typing it. Okay, so destination will be then minus transform dot position, then destination direction dot y will be equals to 0 because we don't want the player to move up in the sky, and then destination distance float will be equals to destination direction dot magnitude. Okay, then we're gonna say if the destination distance is greater than or equals to the stop speed, then we're gonna add turning to our player. Okay, so that the player can turn when there is a turn in the waypoint. So first of all, we're gonna set the destination reach to false, then we're gonna create a quaternion by the name of target rotation, and this is gonna be equals to quaternion dot look rotation. Let's pass the destination direction into this, and then we're gonna say transform dot rotation equals to quaternion dot rotate towards transform dot rotation, then target rotation, then turning speed, and multiply that by time dot delta time. Okay, then let's move our player. So for moving it, we're gonna simply say transform dot translate vector3 dot forward, multiply that by the moving speed, and then make it time dependent. So we're gonna say time dot delta time. Okay, and else if the player is not moving, not rotating, it means that the player has reached the destination. So we're gonna set this to true. Okay, after this, let's create another method. So public void, name this as locate destination, and this gonna be requiring a vector3 by the name of destination. Then we're gonna set this dot destination equals to destination, and then destination reach will be false again, and let's set the current time out to 0. Okay, so now we need to pass our destination to this locate destination. So for that we have to create another script, and as I told you, don't worry, I will explain this in a moment. So right here, create a new script by the name of Waypoint navigator. Now on this script, we're gonna add a header by the name of AI character, and in this we're gonna create a reference to our character navigator script. Name this as character, Then we're gonna create a public waypoint type variable by the name of current waypoint. Then we're gonna pass we're gonna create an integer by the name of direction. Okay, and using this direction integer we're gonna set the AI character to either walk in the next waypoint or the previous waypoint. Okay, and in that way it will make the traffic more realistic, because some of the player will be moving forward and some of them will be moving backward. Okay, so save the script, get back right here and drag and drop this waypoint navigator script on the character like that. Okay, drag and drop this script in there, and for the current waypoint we're gonna add this waypoint. Okay, so select the character and for the current waypoint pass this 0 waypoint. Okay, and now since these two are on the same game object, so what we want to do, we don't want to manually add the character like this. Okay, just delete it. We want to add this reference automatically, and also we will be adding it for the current waypoint when we create a character spawning system. Okay, but for now leave this as it is. Now in the awake method, let's attach the character navigator script automatically. So for that, in here we're gonna say character equals to get component. We want to get the character navigator script. Okay, after this we're gonna say start, and in the start we want to set this direction integer either to 0 or to 1. Okay, so direction will be equals to mathf dot round to integer, then random dot range 0 and 1. So if it is 0 it will be previous, and if it is 1 it will be then the next waypoint. Okay, and right down below say character dot locate destination, and now to this locate destination, as you know, it requires a vector 3 destination, so we're gonna pass the destination from this script to this method. Okay, so for now let's leave that as it is, and let's add an update method in which now we will move the player either in the next or previous waypoint, and that will be the player destination as well. So first of all we're going to check if the character dot destination reached is true, and if it is true then we want to provide a new destination. And as I told you, if the direction value is 0 then it will actually be the next waypoint, and if it is 1 it will be then the previous waypoint. Okay, the player destination will be then the previous waypoint or either the next waypoint. So right here we're gonna say if the direction is equals to 0 then the player destination is the next waypoint. So we will add a if condition again, in which we're gonna save the current waypoint dot next waypoint is not equals to null. It means that if the next waypoint is attached, okay, in that way then we're gonna move our player. So current waypoint equals to current waypoint dot next waypoint. Okay, else what we're gonna do, we're gonna say current waypoint equals to current waypoint dot previous waypoint. Okay, if there is no next waypoint available then we just gonna simply provide the previous waypoint. That's it. Then we will set the direction to 1 if the next waypoint is not available. Okay, now let's do this for the previous waypoint. So we're gonna say else if the direction is equals to 1, then in this case what we're gonna do, we're gonna do the same as we did right here. So let me copy and paste that, and right here we're gonna say if the previous waypoint is not null then the current waypoint of the player will be current waypoint dot previous waypoint. Okay, and if the previous waypoint is not available, then we're gonna add the next waypoint. We will, make the player walk in the next waypoint, and we're gonna change the direction to 0. Okay, and now we actually need to move our player. So in this if condition, just simply type character dot locate destination. Let's pass the current waypoint dot get position. That's it. And right here we're gonna type the same thing, current waypoint dot get position. Okay, and right here in the start method, the reason we added this is because when the game start, the current waypoint of the player will not be added. Okay, so that's why when the game start, we just give the player the position, and also then when the player reaches each of the waypoint, then we change the waypoint as well and move the player. Okay, so now the position is being passed to this. Now on this script, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add an update method, and in here just call the walk method. And now let me explain this whole thing. So right here, first of all, we check if the current position of the object transform.position is not equals to the destination position. Okay, if that is the case, then first of all right here we calculate the direction and distance to the destination point. Then in here we check if the distance to the destination is greater than or equal to the stop speed, and if so, then we set the destination reached to false, rotate the object towards the destination using quaternion.rotate towards, and move the object using transform.translate. And if the distance is less than the stop speed, then we set the destination reach to true. Okay, in the else condition. In this method, we first of all update the destination field with the provided destination parameter. Okay, then we set the destination reach to false to indicate that the destination has not been reached yet. And then right here, for now just ignore this current timeout, okay, because I will explain this in the upcoming videos. And as you know that we are passing the destination from this script. Okay, so right here it is simple. First of all, we check if the destination is reached, then we give the player a new destination. Okay, and to make the traffic more realistic, we added this direction thing, in which if the direction is 0, then we will give the player the next waypoint, and if the next waypoint is not null, then as you know it is next waypoint, and if it is null or not provided, then it will be previous. And else if the direction is 1, then we provide the previous waypoint, and if in any case the previous waypoint is null or not provided, then we give the next waypoint so that the player don't glitch or stop walking. Okay, and right here we are just simply passing the position, or you can say the destination, to this script right here. Simple as that. Now if we save the script and get back right here, as you know that the current waypoint is automatically added to this and everything else as well, we just need to set the moving speed. So let's set it to, let us say, 0.7. Okay, and that's it. Alright, let's now start the game. And now as you can see, the character is walking, and if you notice the current waypoint is 0, so when he reaches 0, now as you can see from there the current waypoint changed to 1, and now the player is walking towards that waypoint. And we actually need to change the speed according to the animation, so let's make it 1.2. okay, it is still slow, let's make it 1.5. Okay, so 1.5 is a good value for this character animation, as you can see. And now the character current waypoint is being changed, as you can see. Okay, now stop the game, make this 1.5, and now in the next video we're gonna create a spawning system in which we will spawn our AI characters on each of the waypoint and make them walk in all of them. Okay, so see you guys in the next one.